Hey folks, and welcome back. This is Anita and I am here to do some budget videos. So if you are new, I am currently unemployed. My husband and I moved to a new state back in March, and that's partly the reason why I'm unemployed. My husband is employed, and so basically we budget every single week because that's what he gets paid every single week. I do Instacart and DoorDash, but we do weekly budgets right now, and right now we have specific cash envelopes and sinking funds / debts that we do, and I'm going to go ahead and get into this video. I will want to say though that this video may be a little bit longer. I'm going to try and not cut this up into 2 videos. I may though, depending on how long it gets. So this is for July 26th. Excuse me, I think I wrote that down wrong. I did. So this is actually for the 27th through the 26th. I wrote it down, but that's fine. I'm just going to leave it. So I have our cash here. I have our envelopes here. And to start out, I am using the Parku 07 pens. Now I did get these sent and to review them, and these are they come in 14 colors, and it's 14 of them for, I believe it's $8.99 plus tax on Amazon. I will have the link down below. I did not get paid for this. This is just a product review, and I will tell you guys, I love them. They are definitely worth the price. So I will get into the cash here in a minute. I'm just going to set it off to the side. Now, this week I have been, for like the last, I don't know, probably hour and a half, I have been going through the budget, and I already kind of wrote up this budget. But then a couple of things have changed. So, first off, I did not work at all this last week. If you remember from my last video, if you haven't already watched it, I will go ahead and put a link up here. But we put a down payment on a shed that we are going to be converting over to a house. And we did that because my brother and sister-in-law bought a piece of property. They are supposed to close on it this week. They're just kind of waiting on the title company, basically, because they did their assessment, the assessment got done this week. So hopefully, well, we will have to go down again this week and put the other half of our down payment down to secure the shed. We just kind of put we put $500 down last week, I think it was, to kind of hold it, because it's a 16 by 48 shed, and it's a repo, and the previous owner had already kind of done some framework, and there's already a kitchen sink in there and like 2 cabinets, so, and like a closet that's kind of built. So we kind of have some framework already done, which already kind of saves us roughly, probably, I'm gonna actually, with the sink, I'm gonna say close to $300, to be honest. So we kind of decided we weren't going to go that big. Like, we were gonna get like between a 16 by 30 to a 16 by 40. That's what we were looking at, but this is in the higher price range. Anyways, I'll make a video on that shed to house. If you're interested, let me know. Maybe I'll do kind of like a time-lapse type thing once we start building, or give updates. So let's go ahead and get into the budget. My husband did work, and he got a full 40 hours. and I think he got a little bit of a bonus. So he actually got $510. Now, like I said, I didn't work, but I ended up selling my car before we moved, and we took payments on to my aunt. She bought my car out for $2,000, and she just pays me $150 every month. And so I'm gonna use that $150 that she paid us as my income. Although we did already use some of the money, we decided since this is going to be our last month, so August will be the last month in our rental right now. As soon as August is up, if we have to, we will go pitch a tent and live in a tent until we get our shed either delivered or kind of livable. But anyways, because we can't afford to pay rent and pay the payment on the shed. So I'm going to use what we have left over from the $150 after buying kind of a dinner, a nice little dinner, and getting a few other things. So we have $115 left, and I'm just going to kind of write over here $150 to show that that's kind of what we have left. Oh yeah, before I forget, our current balances. So we have in our checking $51.46. Our cash envelopes. So the last couple weeks I've been forgetting to do the medical, which is fine, as far as including it into what our categories are, because I've actually had that envelope out in our Jeep, because I've had to go get several medical things. So medical, we have $21, LU we have $31, MMU we have $128, rent $489, auto insurance we have $63, and I'm just gonna zooming in. Phones we have $39, so everything we have $771 in our cash envelopes. In our sinking funds, Car Care 1 has $65, and First Investors, which is the Jeep, has $120, so that's $185. So I'll get to savings here in a second. So cash envelopes is $771, $185 for sinking funds. Now, like I said, we did have, I'm going to pull this out here. This is my binder that I have for all of my budget binder, basically. So last week we had a $34, $64, $62 in our savings. Now during this last week, we ended up, actually on Friday, we ended up handing over $2,500 to my brother and sister-in-law. And that was mainly because we are trying to get concrete laid, our septic and our water lines kind of all done right now, and they don't take like credit, so they need cash. So we decided to kind of front that, and then my brother and sister-in-law are going to kind of help pay us back a little bit of that every payday, basically kind of giving us back a little bit. So right now what we have in our savings is $854.62. So we transferred over $1,650 from our savings because we had taken out like $1,500, and then yeah. So anyways, we have $854.62 in there, which we will have to pull out $500 of that sometime this week, and then Friday or Saturday we're going to pay that other $500. But that's not going to be included in this portion of the budget, just because we already know it's going to go there, and yeah, I'm not going to include it on here. I'm not going to worry about it. So let's see. So the rollover was $51.46. I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place, guys. Like I said, today my brain just does not want to function for the math today. And so it's been really hard on me to try and figure some things out. So I really do apologize. So okay. I gotta find my pencil. Sorry, guys. Here it is. Okay. So as far as our insurance goes, I'm gonna write down, these are the bills that are due. So we have $83.72 due for insurance, which I gotta call them tomorrow. Rent is $650. And then our gas bill came to, I have to look because it's out in the car, but it came to $23.43. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pay $24 to it. I wrote down 25 because that's kind of what I estimated it as. So I wasn't too bad. So we're going to write down 24. And I have lost my freaking calculator again. My desk is like a total mess, guys. I have been trying to work on, oh, there it is. I've been working on my Etsy listings, and I just took some photos. I'm hoping to put some more listings up tonight, and I've kind of been working on getting some other sets together. All right, let's put this piece of paper over here so I can see it. All right, $83.72. Okay, that didn't work. $83.72 plus $650 plus 24 comes to $757.72, and that's just the bills themselves. Okay, so we are going to need, as far as what I'm going to be taking out of our sinking funds and cash envelopes, it's going to be, I'm going to round it up and put it at $758. So 510, 115, 5146, 758. So that gives us a grand total of $1,434.46. Okay, let's go ahead and get on to the cash envelopes. For auto insurance, we are going to do $21. Date night is $15. I'm going to hold off on household. LU, I'm not putting anything in there because we have plenty to cover. MMU, I'm going to wait on that one. Phones is $25. Rent is $161. And no renter's insurance and nothing for subscriptions. We are going to do the normal 25 for me for my allowance, the normal 40 for the hubby. We're not doing anything. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to do anything for medical. We're not doing anything for Navient. I did put auto maintenance down here. Now, this one technically will eventually kind of be up here, but I'm not going to redo these right now. Yeah, not right now. For auto maintenance, the reason why I have it down here is because we just had our oil change last week, and right now we have to get tabs this week before the end of the month. And I've already priced out, it's going to be $12 to get the state inspection, and I think it's like $53 to do the get the tabs. So 12 plus 53 is $65. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put $75 in there. That way we're covered for anything else that might come along. So 75. Now, as far as the rest of these sinking funds, Big Lots, I'm actually going to put $10 in here because we do still have a balance. So I'm going to put $10 here. Capital One, nothing. Care Credit, I'm going to put 20 in this one for this week. Car Care One is going to get 70. And First Investors is going to get 80. The rest of them are not going to get anything. So, before I finish filling this out, guys, this is where I just kind of got a little weird as far as just my brain could not process it for some reason. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start stuffing these cash envelopes, and I will fill in the household and the MMU after I've added everything else here. So, because I do, for like renters or for rent, I'm actually going to combine. I have some bigger bills that I want to combine. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to zoom you back out. And sometimes, guys, this might be what you have to do. Especially when you're on a variable income and your brain just can't think. You know, sometimes you might just have to take, you know, what you have and fill it out as you go. Alright, so I actually found some old rubber hair tie, or some hair ties. So I've already kind of sanctioned off the ones that we're not using. So that way I'm not just having to flip through them all. I'm going to go ahead and start with the sinking funds portions. And because those are going to be easy enough to do. And I'm going to go ahead and lay my money out. Now, most of this here, we already got, like, we got paid in, like, 400s or something like that. And we had some cash already. And then with going and doing a couple of things, I went and just asked for some smaller bills. So I didn't even do my card this week. That's why this week is kind of weird. So, first off, I'm going to take the $25 for my my allowance, and I'm also going to take the $40, or actually, no, we're not going to do it. The $40, because 25, I'm going to take the 25 for me. We have 51 in the bank, so that $40 is going to come out of the bank. Okay. Because I have $625 to work with. Whatever I have left is just going to end up going in the bank anyways. So, you know what? Let's wait. We're going to wait on mine. We're going to wait on the allowances and see what we have left over. Alright, so first off, let's go ahead and do Car Care 1, which is $70. So 20, 40, 60, 70. Like I said, guys, please bear with me this week. This week, I don't know what it is, but my brain just cannot think. So we have 65 in here. So 727, we are adding 70, so that makes it 135. So just to count it, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 35. And I'm not sure if, I think actually the total came through on this finally. And actually, you know what, let's check that real quick. It's just gonna take me a moment and I can take a look. Alright, so the total came in, it's $1 more than it was last pay period, so it's $258, which is the minimum. So we're still on track for paying about $260 on there. First Investors is actually going to go ahead and get $80 this week again, like it normally does. So we have $120, and we are going to put in $80, so $20, $40, $60, and $80, which is going to make it $200. So $727. So $80 is going to make it $200 because we just paid $120 on it. It was kind of like the bare bone minimums. Okay. Big Lots is getting 10, so again, we haven't put anything in here for a while. So 27, so 10, because the minimum payment I think is only like $28, but we're gonna pay like 30 or 40 towards it. So Care Credit, same deal. It is $49, so this one we're going to put 20 in. Alright, so that's it for those bills. And of course, none of these are getting paid, so we're just gonna flatten that. So now we're gonna go, let's wait on rent. That one's not getting, I'm gonna keep that one out because it's not getting paid right yet. So let's start with auto insurance. Auto insurance is getting 21. And that is actually due, I believe, tomorrow. So we have $63 in here. And we're adding 21 to it to make it 84. Alright, I'm going to set that one aside with Liberty because those two we will be taking back out. Phones has, so it says we should have 39, so 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9 is getting 25, and I'm not breaking it up this week. It's just going to be the normal 25. So we have 7, 27, 25. So we have 20, 40, 55, 61, 2, 3, and 4. That sounds right. And next week, I think next week is when we're going to have both of our phones due. So we'll see how that kind of goes. All right, I don't want to put that one with that one. Okay. Medical, we're not filling. Subscriptions, we are not filling. Auto maintenance is 75. So 20, 40, 60, 70. 5, and that's mainly, you know what, actually we're not going to do the 5, we're going to do the, do we have 5 ones? Okay, I don't have 5 ones yet, so you know what, we're not going to do this one yet. 1 second, guys. We are going to do rent next, So we currently have $489. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 470, 480, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we're gonna do 161. However, what I'm going to do, just to make it easy, we have 450. I'm gonna put the rest of this back up here, and I'm gonna just take these $200 bills. So we have $650 in here, because that is what the rent is going to be, and I just wanted to make it easy peasy. And 161 plus 489 makes 650. So that one also I'm going to put aside, because that one we're taking out. So now with the auto maintenance, we can actually do the 20, 40, 60, 70, and then 5 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is part of the reason why my brain just kind of was going, because I didn't want to go back to the bank and try and get change. Okay, so we have $75 in there for our inspection and to get our new license plate and tabs. So now we have household and MMU. So let's go ahead and count real quick and see how much we have left. We have 20, 40, 50, 20, 40, 60, 81. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's 155, 160, 1, 2, 3. So we have $163. What I'm gonna do is, I believe we're gonna go ahead and put, I don't have, do I still actually have that one? One second, guys. Yeah, so we do have household here. So with household, we are gonna put, normally I kind of do $5, but I think what I'm gonna do, $7.27, we're gonna do $8 this week in household. Because I know there's a couple of things that we're gonna need to get here soon. So I want to start filling that one back up to get those items. So now, okay. Now we do have to count, there's $40 in the bank, so that leaves 11, 20. Okay. So for MMU, because I need to make sure that we have at least $60 in there. So 20, 40, 60. Yeah, 60. And let's say my 20, okay, this is my 25. $40 is already in the bank for my husband. That leaves 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I'm just trying to think, guys, because for some reason my brain just does not want to think. So we're gonna update household with $8. You know, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take those, that's 50. We're gonna put 70. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. No, yeah, we're gonna put 70 in MMU because our bill is $240. And I already know that my husband does, so he didn't go to work today and he may not have to go to work tomorrow. So, yeah. So we have $128 already. 27.70. So that'd be 198 is what we're gonna put in here. So 120, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. So that is gonna go in there. You know what, guys? I just realized I never filled date night because I don't have our date night envelope. So even though I did 15, see, this is where I should have all of them. You know what? We're gonna change date night from 15 to $20. I'm gonna make it easy peasy. MMU, we said we put 70 in there. So then that will leave us with a rollover of 11. So it should be 71.46, I believe, or close to it. All right. So let's go ahead and just do the math. Like I said, guys, you'll have to bear with me because it's just been crazy. So income was $1,434.46. Our cash envelope total, so 21 plus 20 plus 8 plus 70 plus 25 plus 161 is 305. The bills came to $757.72. Cash envelopes came to $305. And we got $1031.80. All right, so 180 plus 65 plus 75 comes to 320. So 320. All right, and I'll just zoom you guys in. So we have 1434.46 minus 751.72 minus 305 minus 320 leaves it at 51.74. Why am I coming up with $20 more? Because 40 Alright, let's make sure I did my math here. 21, 28, 70, 25, 161, 305. We got 10, 20, 70, 80, 25, 40, and 75. 320. 1434.46 minus 757.72 minus 305 minus 320. So it says 51.74. Did I do my math right up above? 510, 115, 51.46. And 758, 14. So I'm not sure why it's saying we're gonna be like $70 or $20 less than what I have here with cash, because I'm only taking out $40 from our checking, which would leave $1146 plus 60, which would be $71.46. I'm not quite sure, guys, because like I said, it's like this is kind of where, because I filled, oh, doy, okay, there we go. this 20 goes into date night. That's why. So this will go back to the bank. And for now, let's see, car care, household, phones. Okay. And, okay, so let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to need to pull out for our bills. So rent is going to get the full $650 to pull out, so $727, $650, so 0. Now I will reuse this one here as soon as we, starting next week, I'll end up figuring out what we're going to need to take out to pay our shed, our house shed. So auto insurance is going to get the full $84 taken out. Liberty, we only need 24. So what I'm going to do is, with some of this money here, we are going to make change. Okay, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to make change here in a minute. So, there, MMU. Can we make change in this one? So I can't make change here. You know what, guys? I am going to change this around just a tiny bit. I am going to take household here. We are actually only going to do $6. So we're going to do $6 instead for household. And we're going to do the $2 more into, and I'm just going to write this one down here. So $2, so it brings it to an even $200. And we're going to take, we have 5 ones and a 5. I'm going to take the 10 and put it here. This way we have change. See guys, I mean, you can do this. I mean, it's just one of those things where sometimes you have to really think about it. All right, so we need $24. So 21, 2, 3, and 4. That leaves us $7. And I may not fill this one anymore until it comes due again after we leave. Okay. And let's see here. I am going to go ahead and take this $20, which is for our date night, which I'm not sure where the envelope is right now. And I'm just going to put it in amongst these ones here because I know what that's for. And as soon as I find the envelope, I think it's out in the Jeep, to be honest, then I will put it back in there. Alright, so let's just put those back in here. Okay, Now I am going to go ahead and add my money because I want to get into the bank and I want it actually in my checking account versus cash on hand. So let's see how much we are going to be adding back to the bank. 50s. Okay. And let's go ahead and change this real quick. It's not going to change the total. Well, actually, 1, 2, plus 5, what? 6, 21, 26. Oh yeah, this is gonna be 72 plus 72 plus 25 plus 161. Right. 21, 26, 72, 25, 161. Still 305. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 750, 770, 790, 810, 815, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, and 3. So 823 is what we are going to deposit into the bank so that we can pay the bills listed and also our allowances. So, of course, I can't do that with that color pen. Let's do brown. I think it'll be fine if we do it in brown. If not, they can redo it. So, and this is going to be tomorrow's date that I actually deposit. So 8/23. Alright, so that is there. Like I said, guys, we'll deposit this tomorrow. I'll get these paid off. And yeah. And I want to thank everyone that did stay with me during this video. Like I said, today was just one of those days where I just could not get my brain wrapped around it. Like, it's like I have this cash on hand. I mean, granted, I probably could have just went ahead and just done the budget via the normal way, but at the same time, I didn't feel like trying to go to the bank. I wanted to use the money we had on hand because I knew we had smaller bills. So on those days, I think you know, I'm just gonna have to see how it works out beforehand. I did try to do that, but then again, like, I had it all set up, and then I got this money coming in, and yeah, so like, I'll even show you the piece of paperwork. So everything in pink is what I had already worked out. So I had basically $20 for tabs left over. So all the orange and like the purple is stuff I just done today. And so it was just one of those things where I ended up getting that extra money, and it kind of screwed with me just a little bit. But we got it all figured out. There's going to be money in the bank. So we'll have $51.74 left over. So basically this week was kind of a wash, but I will say we do have this auto maintenance that we filled. We did put an extra $5 in date night. We did put a little bit in household because we are going to need a couple of things soon. And we are getting the money in closer to what we need for our electricity and whatnot. So I think next week, what did we say? So MMU had 128 and we put 72 in there, so we have 200. So we're still gonna have to do next week $44 or $45, which makes it easier on the budget next week to do it, to add more this week than next week. And then the rent, we may just skip next week. I don't know yet. Alright guys, thank you again for hanging in there. Again, I'm so sorry this took forever. I will see what I can do as far as editing. Like right now, we're at almost 46 minutes on the clock. But again, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or if you want to just have a comment. And again, I will link last week's budget up above. That way you can reference last week's budget that we had. Alright guys, I can't believe it's the last week of July. We are going into August. Have fun. Have a safe week. Enjoy August. Bye bye.